Good morning and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with little Roxy and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Roxy's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and lots of motivation that we give the puppies when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we give here at school is a little tug and release on the training collar. And that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Roxy is going to come home with her very own training equipment, and you're going to be taught how to use that today during your follow-up training session. Now, if you notice, she is sitting very quietly at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is nothing more than proper leash walking, and the command is Roxy, heel. Now at this point she has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you on walks, not forging ahead or lagging behind. So if you're taking the kids out to the park or you're walking in the city, she should be walking nicely next to you. If you turn, she turns. If you change pace or change direction, she should do the same. And each time that you stop, she has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So when you stop to cross traffic or talk to a neighbor on the street, life in the city can be pretty intense. You want her to be under control, and when you stop your feet, she sits and waits for her next command. Very good girl. Now the next command that Rich and Roxy are going to be demonstrating is the sit-stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, you do not use her name. It's the one-word command to stay. You can practice this exercise right indoors. You don't have to go outside. You're going to have an infant. All these obedience commands should and can be practiced indoors as well as outdoors. You're going to lengthen out your time and your distance. When Rich returns back to her, he walks counterclockwise all the way back around to where they started at heel. He stops his feet, and she's waiting for her next command, and he tells her to heel again. She's such a happy little snap. She never had a bad day. She's been an awesome guest. Rich talks to her and gives her encouragement. She's a little submissive, which isn't a bad thing in a Bernedoodle for sure. He makes her hold that. He turns and faces her and looks at her, and she waits for him to give him the next command. And the next command that he's going to demonstrate is the come. It's Roxy, come, happy voice. She comes right in front and sits, so that eliminates her jumping all over you, jumping all over the kids. When she comes, she should sit and wait for praise. If she's not sitting, no petting, no praise. You tell her no, sit, so that everything that she does is very under control. As you have a house full, she's lagging just a little bit on that heel, but I'd rather have her lagging than forging. So chances are if she's lagging for a trainer, she's going to actually heel for you. Rich lets her sit there, and then he gives her the command to come. She comes right in front and sits. She's a smart little thing, and she's very eager to please. She tries really hard. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are your down commands. The first one is the down from a heel position. So with the dog seated at your left, you're going to take your left open palm, push it straight down toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down and stay. Your long down stay when practicing at home, practice right in your living room. It's hot and muggy out here today, and she's panting, but your long down stay, you're going to work up to 5 minutes. When Rich returns back to her, he will walk all the way around her just as he did on the sit stay, returning all the way back to heel position. He praises her for a good job, and then he heels her out of that. She's learned to roll over and give you her belly because she wants to get her belly rubbed, is what she's doing, I think. So remember, seated first before you attempt to put her into a down, left open palm straight down toward the ground. The one-word command to down and stay. She makes it very dramatic, but that technically is a down. Now this time, instead of returning to her, Rich is going to call her out of that. She does come in and sit very nicely. And then back to heel and back setting. Very good girl. And the very last command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the down from a distance. This is the harder of the two downs because you're not right next to her. So you leave her in a sit stay. In the beginning, don't go too far away. This is the only time you're going to use your right hand to give the command. We should substitute like bang or play dead for the down command because that's what it looks like she's doing. Now we have demonstrated for you all of Roxy's formal on-leash obedience commands. We're going to have a ton of things to go over with you when you come today, a packet of information, scheduling, everything that we hope is going to make your life with her easy, especially with the new baby in the home. We've enjoyed the time that we have spent with her. She's a wonderful little girl. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company. We will see you soon.